But that wasn't planned, so I don't know what that's about. Anyway, but so you to be back, like we said, our last video was posted 3 days ago, so I think that's pretty good for us.
I really thought my energy was a little low last video.
It was. And both ours was, actually.
Yeah.
We need like a
I try to put my energy up a little bit.
We need like an intro, but we haven't found it yet. I don't know if that's supposed to be it, but
it's gonna come a little natural.
Yeah, it gotta come natural.
Whatever flows. But
yeah. So we back. Today is Sunday. It's rainy. It's a rainy day. I just went food shopping because we had no food and we just kept pushing it back. But today video we're gonna do my labor and delivery story. So like we said before, I didn't really record it or anything. We have literally one video, I think, but we have pictures, so we should be able to input those. So
it's more like her video. I guess I'm just an athlete.
But you was there.
I was there, but I guess I'm an extra.
I don't remember.
I'm an extra.
So basically, I got induced. So I went in on January 13th or 14th. I went in on January 13th.
Do you want to tell them about your pregnancy? Your first trimester.
Right.
Second trimester.
Do y'all care about that?
Third trimester. Then your.
Alright, so let's start from pregnancy.
And then delivery.
So I'm gonna start with the first trimester. So the first trimester was really bad for me. First trimester I was really sick. Horrible, like bad. Like, what is it called? Hyper. It's something, but they never diagnosed me with that. But for sure I hate it. Like spitting up everything. Yeah. I lost 11 pounds.
Yeah.
And I was already small. Throughout my whole pregnancy, I never really gained a lot of weight, but I feel like because of my first trimester, that had played a big role in, like, I was throwing up breakfast, lunch, I was barely eating. It was bad. It was really bad. I was so sick. I was sad. I was real sad for like, kind of, you think my whole trimester are part of it?
You was sad?
Yeah. Remember I was sad I wasn't talking to my friends and stuff?
I don't.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't. Sorry.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember you being sad. No, I don't. You do have prepartum depression?
That's not funny because it's a real thing.
Oh, is it?
Yo, I really think I probably was depressed. I don't know. I was sad. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe I hit it. Maybe I hit it well. I don't know. I really sad. I didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want. My friends can attest to this because I wasn't talking to them. People was texting me. I wasn't texting them back. I just didn't want to be bothered. I was sleeping.
From my knowledge, all I remember is that she was sick. I mean, she threw everything up. I mean, every if she ate, it was coming back up. Like it was crazy. Her first trimester. If you driving somewhere, we just
got hurry up and pull over
so she can spit up.
Oh my god.
She bought like these little blue baggies.
I know the blue baggies they had at the hospital. I had the bottles to carry with me because I was spitting up all the time. Like it was horrible. But that resolved after, I guess, second trimester. It resolved. So other than that, my pregnancy was just, I had back pain because my back was hurting previously before pregnancy, after pregnancy. So my back pain and
I think the second trimester was pretty smooth.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it was. I wasn't as sick.
Yeah. I don't think you were sick at all.
I spit up a few times, but not really.
The third trimester, I know the sickness started coming back a little bit. Remember that time it started coming back a little bit, but then I think it went back away. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was just like I was just real tired, my back pain, all that. I used to go to work and them 12 hours, they wasn't working for me. I stopped working in like November, and before that I barely went to work. So. Luckily I was able to do that, but yeah, that's pretty much it with that though. It was just my first trimester that was a big toll. It was horrible.
Right.
We had a few scares.
Yeah, she had a few scares. I think.
When was that like?
In her first trimester, she was bleeding.
I was bleeding, and we were just sitting in the bed, and I started bleeding. I started crying. I was, oh my god, hurry up and go to Jefferson because. Come to find out, I just had like a what they call it, a febrile cervix. Like my cervix was just real sensitive. That was like the only time I ever bled to, so that was good. I feel like we had another scare.
Did we?
I feel like we did, but I can't think of it.
I don't think so.
Anyway, yeah, that's it. As far as my pregnancy story, not much to it. But
then she went in. She had to be induced. So you know, we had to choose her induced date because you know they said Serenity was small.
Oh, that was the other scare. She was small. She was small.
Oh yeah, they said Serenity was small. She went for her first checkup or whatever checkup it was. They said she was small. When we went to her first checkup, they said she was small, So you know she's gonna have to, you know, she's gonna have to get it most likely get induced.
But you know when they tell you that the baby is small, they also have to tell you it's a risk that you can lose the baby. Yeah. So I'm sitting at the office like what? And I remember walking out, waiting to the waiting area, waiting for my next appointment, and I just was like, I think I had called my mom, and I just started crying. I was just crying so bad, like what? And in the back of my head, I knew like everything was gonna be okay, but I was like really sad. But luckily,
and you know, my mom was there, and she talking about you gotta eat lentils to make your baby gain weight.
Yeah, his mom always got some type of theory to why you could do thing. But yeah, so I mean, clearly she was fine. She was born 5 pounds 10 ounces, so she still was a small baby, but not. Yeah. I mean, not really.
But anyway, so towards the end of her 3rd trimester or whatever, they said that she got to choose the day that she get induced. So the lady told us most likely the day you choose to get induced, she's gonna be born the day after. Mm-hmm. So we chose the 14th for her to get induced, so she could have her 15th because Shanti's birthday is 5/15. Her birthday was gonna be 1/15.
Yep, and it happened.
And it kind of played out that way.
It worked out.
We went to the hospital on the 13th
because I had to get an MRI on my
back.
And they started the inducement is not the word, induction.
Yeah.
They started the induction on the 14th around, it was supposed to be at 10 a.m. but he said they started at 10 a.m. I remember my nurse coming in and saying, we're going to start you now. And I know nurses' shift started at 7 a.m. So I'm a nurse, so don't tell me.
I don't think they started that.
They started at 7 a.m.
I mean, so they started that inducement. So,
yeah, they started. So my cervix, when I got my cervix checked, you know, before going to the hospital, I wasn't dilated at all.
Yeah.
Insane. I wasn't dilated at all. By the time I got to the hospital, I was 170, or I still wasn't dilated.
No, you wasn't dilated.
I wasn't dilated. Like, freak. I still wasn't dilated. So they had to put this balloon in me.
No, before that, they hit her with the what did you with the oxytocin?
No, not oxytocin. The what is it called? Misoprostol or something like that. I might be saying it wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Whatever.
But it's like a pill. They can either put it under your tongue or in your cheek, or they can put it vaginally. I got mine vaginally. That's supposed to kind of help with your contractions and just get things started.
What they put in your?
They did the balloon too.
Wait, that's later. What they put in the fluid?
What fluid?
Because when they induce you, they didn't hit you with fluid. The fluid thing.
Oh, you talking about the IV?
Yeah, the IV.
Oh yeah, that was just fluids. That's
I'm
just,
saying, no, they put something in your
normal
fluid
saline
for contractions.
No, that's Pitocin. That was later on.
No, I think didn't you put the Pitocin first?
No, Pitocin. I didn't get Pitocin until I was on the labor and delivery floor.
Oh.
Yeah, are you talking about? Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, they gave me fluids. They gave a pill vaginally. Then they had to put this balloon to help open my cervix. Oh my God! Anybody who ever got that know what that? Oh my God! I mean that joint hurt.
Yeah.
The balloon itself don't hurt. The tool they use to put it in, the forceps. It's a forceps. Oh my God! It's painful. That hurts. So
I was shocked. That's my first time seeing a female like cervix get checked, right? And when I tell you they stick their arm in there until they forearm is all the way in there, I never seen nothing like that in my life. I got teary-eyed in one eye because, you know, I knew that hurt. It had to hurt. They literally put their whole hand
to I feel like I can feel it in my stomach right now just talking about it.
To the forearm. I said, oh my God. And then they used the tool. The tool is this wide. This wide. They put the tool in there, then she crank it open, and they stuff the balloon in there. Man, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Yep, so if you think about having kids, don't do it.
Yeah.
So you know, but yeah, so they did that, and then fast forward, I was on that for a while. I was contracting on my own and stuff, like pretty much the whole time. I never felt contractions. Like I was like, you know that they hook you up to the monitor, and I remember the nurse coming in like, yeah, you having contractions right now, but I didn't even know. Now, I'm not saying I was a beast because that was just before everything happened. Okay. But anyway, fast forward. Eventually the pill, because they gave it to me twice. You had to get it like, you gotta wait like 4 or 6 hours, they give it to you. Eventually I did start cramping up and everything. And I was in some pain, so they gave me morphine. Whew, that morphine was lovely. Okay?
Knocked her right out.
Knocked me out. Like,
see, I swear to God, addicts be talking about that.
Yo, morphine. And they gave it to me.
Put you down.
I mean, I'm not saying don't do drugs, but whew, that morphine.
Anyway, so that knocked her out. She woke up in the middle of the night.
No, they gave me the morphine. The morphine they gave it to me at night. But remember, it was like 5-10 minutes later, my water broke.
Oh, I thought
it was close.
Oh, okay.
I said I could have sworn it was the morphine who did it. They gave me the morphine. I was laying there knocked out asleep, and then I remember. I said I think I'm peeing on myself. It just kept coming. I called my nurse. She like, oh yeah, your water broke. Kept coming. I was trying to go to it was just like all over the place. He got a picture. I don't know if I'll put that picture in there.
Yeah, we could put the picture.
I don't know.
We could put the picture in there.
The picture, it's like funny. I got my little IV pole when I walk in. It's just
a little diaper wet.
My little thing so wet or whatever. So we did that. Then she was like, okay. Oh, so it's time for you because I wasn't on labor and delivery at this point. I was on what is it before it called? Whatever, before the baby. She was like, oh, it's time for you to go to labor and delivery. Let me call down and see if your room is ready. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is hectic. I'm in active labor at this point. You know, it's time to start.
Yep, time to start.
Went downstairs, and then they about to start the whole operation with the Pitocin and everything. That's when it got real. You want to check your camera?
Yeah, that's when it was good. That's when it got
real.
After that, they hit her with the after that.
I got the. I don't know if I started Pitocin right away. I think so. Yeah.
You started right away. The contractions got worse.
Yeah, that's what it was. They started the Pitocin, and that's when the contractions got real bad. But then I think I probably was asleep. It was like I don't remember everything. We went to sleep. I remember.
I'll come and fill in here. She got the Pitocin. The contraction was worse. She didn't want to get epidural. She wanted to try to go natural if she could, but so. After the contraction started getting worse and she was in pain, I asked could she get another dose of morphine because the morphine helped her out with the first contractions, and they said no because the baby heart rate was already a little too low, and they didn't want to give her morphine, and then that could possibly have the baby heart stop beating. So therefore it was kind of like either you get this epidural or you get nothing. So she ended up getting epidural.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, she ended up getting the epidural. I had to leave the room or whatever just because you know how if they like mess up her back, they don't want me to be there to witness it because they could lie. That's the real reason. But that's neither here nor there.
But I was in too much pain to even care at that point.
So I left the room, came back. She just numbed down. Few hours go by. She just chilling. At that point, I don't think it hurt, right?
No, that epidural knocked me out because you get numb. I got numb, and I remember sleep. I slept throughout the night at that point. I remember I was sleeping up the night. I woke up. My nurse came in. They come in all throughout the night, whatever. But the morning time came. She came in, met my new nurse, blah blah blah. And then
let's back up.
What?
Let's back up because I almost forgot to mention this infamous doctor. Let's back up. So they told us they put the balloon in when she was 1 centimeter, as we said.
Oh, child.
And they said that when this balloon comes out, that means that you're 4 centimeters dilated because that's when the balloons come out naturally. And your water breaks. That's kind of what happens when the balloon come out. So when the balloon came out and her water broke, we assumed she was 4 centimeters dilated
at least,
because that's what the doctor told us. So once again, we assumed she was 4 centimeters dilated because that's what the doctor told us. Okay, so we went there. So she went and they checked her cervix again, see how dilated she was. Once again, all the way to the forearm. And they said she's 1 centimeter. And apparently the first doctor put the balloon in incorrectly, put it too deep into her uterus, so it wasn't in right. What does that mean? They had to put the forceps back in again, open it back up again, and put the balloon back in again.
At this point, I was emotional because I know how it felt the first time. You telling me you want to do it again, and at this point, I didn't get the epidural yet. I was going to Pitocin, so I'm in more pain. So you telling me you gotta put that big metal thing back in me? I was hurt.
Yep. And then that's when some hours later the balloon fell out, the contractions started getting worse, and then she got the epidural. So that's the timeline.
And I would like to put it in here. The doctor who did it the second time was of color. Shout out to us.
Yeah, she was.
She was.
Anyway, so then so let's go back forward. She got the epidural. She was a little numb. As I said, I don't think it hurt, right?
No, I didn't feel nothing. I think the morphine might have been better, but the epidural,
drugs, man, the drugs.
The epidural, I was knocked out for the night. Okay, did, and then so like I was saying before, so the new shift started morning time. What I about to say?
You felt like you had to. I know you said.
Oh yeah, so kinda. I had like pain in my butt, like pressure. Y'all know, well, if you have kids or y'all know anyway. They say you feel like you gotta poop. So I wasn't feeling like that early in the morning, but I just had some pressure. And And they actually stopped my Pitocin though, during the night. They stopped my Pitocin over the night because her heart rate was dropping too low, so they just stopped it. But at that point, I already had epidural, but they stopped it, and then in the morning they started it back up just to help me again a little bit. So I wasn't even on Pitocin for too long. I don't know how long, but I wasn't on it for too long. Yeah. So fast forward, blah 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 blah. Should I say when the child was born to lead up? Yeah. So my child was born at 11:34 a.m. So that's how you know, like, it kind of all happened pretty early in the day. So towards probably around 10, I guess, I probably started feeling the pressure. But I remember just telling the nurse, like, once it probably was like 11, it was clearly close to 11 at this point. I was like, I feel like I have to poop. I'm like, I know they say, you know, that's how you feel when you about to have a baby. So then, but as I'm talking to her, I feel like it's coming out my butt. So I'm like, no, seriously. I feel like, shit, okay, let me go get a doctor. Doctor come in. This is a different doctor. Doctor come in, check me. She said, oh yeah, you're 10 centimeters. It's time to push.
Just like that.
I'm like,
it's
what?
time to push.
And that was just a whole nother shock because I'm like, oh my god.
Go call anybody. It had like
but that's like
she
did before they even got in. She was like, it's time to push. So she like, all right, come on, try. She told me, she gave me instructions on how I was gonna do it. She said, come on, Dad, hold her leg. So in my head, I'm about to have a baby. So she telling me to push. She like, I'm pushing. She like, oh, you're great. You're doing really good. She like, all right, hold on. I gotta go get everybody else. I'm like, what do you mean, hold on? I'm thinking I'm about to have the baby.
Right.
Clearly, I mean, I guess I gotta be more than one doctor, but why would you even like tell me to try? And then she come back with like, first of all, to me, about 50 of them. But all these people came back in, nurses, doctors, you know, for baby doctors, everything. And then we I'm pushing, and the whole time they just kept telling me I was doing very good because, you know, first time mom. They say they give first time mom 4 hours to push, which is insane. I pushed my baby out in like 25-30 minutes.
Yeah, about 25-30 minutes.
Yes, but I feel like it was forever though, if you ask me.
They were putting a little oil on her head to try to have her.
But they just kept telling me, they just kept saying, you're doing so good. But so as they saying that, I'm thinking I'm thinking that she out. Minutes later, I'm still pushing.
Did it hurt when you was pushing?
No, like, it didn't hurt when I was pushing, but I did feel pressure. I don't think it started, but I really didn't feel pressure until her head came. That's when I kind of felt, I think, pressure. Mm-hmm. So they just kept telling me, you're doing so good. I was trying to get her out so fast. The doctor was like, just slow down, just wait a minute, give yourself a break. I'm like, no, I want her out. And then I remember them saying, you want to feel the head? The head is out. I'm like, no, just take her out, it hurt. I remember saying that. And I remember like falling asleep as I was pushing, like in between my breaks or whatever. I just remember looking at the nurse and I was like falling asleep. And I'm like, oh, I was just burnt out, tired. And then she came out. And you know, they throw on you.
Let me tell you what the worst part for me was. Now, I thought that watching the baby come out, I didn't know if my knees was going to get a little weak, or if I was going to do a temporary pass out. I didn't know, to be honest with you. I was never sure. I never watched those videos when it's like on Facebook or something, or like the baby's getting born. I don't like looking at that type of stuff anyway. So I didn't know if I was going to get weak or nothing. But when the baby was coming out, I didn't really feel anything. I'm just watching the baby. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's coming out. So I didn't feel like I was getting weak. But after she came out, let me tell you, the amount of blood, placenta, and everything that came out following her, that was unbelievable. That was literally the worst experience I might have had in my entire life. It was ridiculous. Because I didn't want to scare her, right? So I leaned over to the doctor and I whispered in her ear, is that normal? All that blood to come out? And she was like, yeah, that's normal. I'm like, I don't think so. And then she had to go get her stitches and stuff. Yeah, you've been pooping on yourself. He's pooping himself the whole time.
That's so nasty.
He's pooping himself. That shit was stinking too. He's pooping himself the whole time. Dirty butt. Anyway.
Yeah, so they dropped my baby on me and then I just started crying. Yeah. I probably was crying for like 10 minutes. I was just crying like, oh my God, we just had a baby. This is my baby. I built this baby with my body.
Yeah, but
it was just amazing. I was just crying like, all you see is me crying. The whole time, and you see him with his phone running around.
Yeah, I'm trying to take pictures of the baby. I'm taking pictures of the time. I'm taking pictures of
all this stuff,
of everything that's going on. But
like we gonna put some pictures and y'all gonna see. We gonna put some pictures in the video. Y'all gonna see me taking pictures of the baby just crying the whole time. Did you take a video of me crying?
I don't know if I did.
I don't know. We gonna look and see.
I'll look and see.
Whatever we find, we're gonna put in some little clips at the end probably. But that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's it.
Then they send you right to the maternity for they get rid of you fast on labor and delivery.
Yeah.
And
that's
pretty much it though.
Yeah, that's her story, our story.
And we did want to put the baby in there. My mom have it right now. I'm gonna see if she up. If she up, then I can show y'all a little clip. Let me see. Alright, she sleeps. Sorry.
Well, she sleeps. So once again,
like
like we said last video,
she's a crybaby.
Maybe next video,
So we're not gonna wake her up.
She'll pop in there. But yeah, that's basically it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, show love. We see y'all. We appreciate everything. We see y'all getting our views up surely but slowly. But make sure when y'all watching, y'all just like it. It's not that hard.
Not that hard. Just hit the like button. Smash the like button.
Comment. Yes.
We will. We got some more videos out there that we can be pushing out hopefully over the next few days.
Yes.
Try
to keep our promise.
But yeah, thanks for sticking around. It's probably like a 20-minute video. Thanks for watching it through. We out. Peace.